Hello, and welcome back to my garage, everybody. Welcome back to my garage, and today we're going to be checking out the new update that just hit. That is correct. We're going to be checking out the new car that was just added, as well as, see that car right there? See it? When you hit escape now, it does pause time, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, that is part of the update, as well as this car here. So let's kind of take a look at it. This is the stock version. There's quite a bit of different parts to make different versions, but let's kind of take a look at this one. It does come with the 6-cylinder diesel, by the way. So yes. And then this car is the first car in the game to actually support hubcaps. Check that out. Yeah, I don't think there's been any hubcaps in the game yet. So that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and stick that puppy on. I remember when I got my first hubcaps when I was about 16 years old. Anyway, let's kind of come around. I did put tint on this one just to make it look a little bit cooler. You know what I mean? Because you have to have tint on your windows. We could take a look in the trunk. It's a big trunk. A lot of room for bodies and such. Don't mind these things. This is update literally just came out. So there's going to be a few bugs here and there and clipping issues. So you can see the tires, the exhaust. I'm sure that stuff will get addressed over time. But yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot of different parts that can go on these, from spoilers to bumpers, rear bumpers, skirts, and all of the like. So let's go ahead and check out the old catalog real quick, and we can kind of go through and see exactly what comes with this update. Scroll to the bottom. The name of this car is the Rat, by the way. The Rata. I don't know why it's called a rat. Maybe it's some kind of BMW joke. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, we're going to come over to body. Suspension and all of that's pretty standard. There's nothing really extra. There are lifted springs as well as lower springs. And then, of course, there are new kind of control arms that we quite haven't seen yet. But anyway, let's come over to body. We can kind of really see what this thing has to offer. Now, unlike most of the cars that get added to the game and the extra parts, they usually get added to the bottom of the page, you know what I mean? If you guys have been following the game for quite some time, but these ones are all added right here at the top. We can see some front drift bumpers, rear drift bumpers, some drift windows. There's a bumper called M, and then there is a bumper called Style 1. So front bumper M, a front bumper Style 1. That is not the standard version, by the way, the M. And then there's a Style 1 hood, as well as a version 3 test hood. There's a couple side skirts that are different, as well as a M version mirror, left and right, of course. And then there's some M version side skirts, Style 1 side skirts. And there's actually 6 total spoilers in the game as well. And there are some wide body panels. Now, these wide body panels do not replace your traditional fenders. They actually just bolt right on to the fenders. But let's keep on coming down. And now we're going to start hitting just kind of your basic car parts that come with like the standard version. Right, and then if we come all the way down, yeah, that's about it. But if we come over to accessories, there's quite a bit of different lights as well. There's a version 2 headlights. There's a version 1 grille, which is the black grille that we saw on that car. There's no different taillights, unfortunately, just the headlights. But as we can see, there are sun strips here. Here are the different spoilers. There's the version 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There's a couple different shifters, by the way. Version 3 shifter, a version 1 shifter. There's a roll cage, roof spoiler. Here's those same side mirrors again, but there are some fog lights, some angled eyes lights. That's pretty much it. Now you might be wondering, Quad, why are you just showing it to me? You should have just spent the time and put them on the cars and showed us with the cars. Well, I did, bro. I did. Look, there they all are. Actually, we're going to put this one into this car, but let's start over here on this first left car. So as you can see with these cars, everything that's gray, I did not paint, and these are going to be the new parts. Other than that, anything that's colored is going to be standard. So let's just start with this one. You can see with the grill, we'll start with the grill. It's a chrome grill versus the standard black grill. You can see the different headlights on here. They got these like little curvy things, right? Where the standard one looks cool, but not as cool. Just kidding. It looks pretty cool. I don't know which one I like better. Regardless, you can see the bumper on this one. This is a version 1 bumper. We have some V1 or style 1. I don't know what they're named, so forgive me on the naming schemes. Actually, these are called M's. This is the M bumper, M skirts, M rear bumper. And if we come around to this side, we can see the M version of the side mirrors. These little window sun visor things. I'm not sure what you call them, but sun strips. Here is the version 1 spoiler, by the way. You can see it, right? And if we take a look onto the inside of the car, did we look at the inside of the car yet? No, we didn't, because I was trying to hide these from you guys. So let's go ahead and jump on the inside. We could open up this one here, by the way, and see the color schemes. You're going to have like a mostly black door panel with a strip of color. This one's black, but they will be colored. Let's go ahead and jump into this one and just look at the interior. Or here's going to be your light switch. And if we look, here's the dash. It does run up to 240 kilometers an hour. The gauge, rather, not the car. And then the RPMs do top out at about 7,000 RPMs. And then there's this little gauge here. I'm not too sure what that is, but I think it's to show your fuel mileage or usage or whatever, right? Like how many liters per 100 kilometers or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, you can kind of see the standard brake with the cup holders, a standard kind of shifter, the radio and all of that, right? The windows do roll down. See? Same with the right one. Beautiful. Now, unfortunately, they do not roll up. If you hit the roll up button, it just keeps on going down. So hopefully that'll get fixed at some point, because it would be nice to be able to roll my windows back up. Anyway, if we jump over to this side, we could kind of see the glove box. Now, the glove box doesn't work yet. I'm sure that will get addressed as time moves forward as well, but you can kind of see where the key would go. If we look up here, we can see the roof liner, the mirror. There's these lights. They don't work. Hopefully that will change as well. And then these visors don't move either, but they are indeed there. Let's take a look at the back seat. It's a kind of a plain Jane back seat, just a seat. And then these door panels. It doesn't look like these door panels or these rear windows roll up or down. Now, quick note, to remove this back seat, you are indeed going to have to remove the carpet in order to get to that back seat. So just remember that if you're having trouble trying to find the bolts for that back seat. Anyway, let's go back over to this car real quick. So if we come over to the drift, oh no, there is something I wanted to show you here, by the way. This is the little splitters, and yeah, they just kind of clip right on like so. So I couldn't figure out how to do it on the standard bumper. Yeah, it seems like there's something that I'm supposed to remove, but I can't quite figure out how to actually get that to work. But it does work on this one, and it does use a pry tool to get that on and off. Now on to the old drift car. The drift car does come with a drift front bumper, a drift rear bumper. Now the front bumper, you might have a little bit of trouble getting it on. Once you remove the regular bumper, you also need to remove this piece, and then that will come on. But we could kind of see what that racing splitter looks like. I don't know why I just can't get it to attach to this drift bumper. But anyway, let's come up here. We could kind of see what this version of the hood looks like on the car. And then this is that wide body panel that I was talking to you about, where you don't actually remove the fender itself. You just screw these little wide body fenders on. And it does use about 1 million screws, which is kind of cool because it gives it that cool like aesthetic look, right? Yes. Anyway, let's move around to the back. You could also see that I have one back here, and it also bolts on. Here is the version 2 spoiler, by the way. Looks pretty rad. And then the drift bumper. There are also these little window things here, as you've seen on the floor over on the other side. Now, you might have trouble trying to get that thing on, and as you could probably already tell with my pry tool, is you need to remove the window first and then add that thing in. And then you can also see there is a roof spoiler that comes off of this back window. But yeah, check it out. You can see the defrost lines on this window. Let's go ahead and jump on the inside. There's a few things that we want to take a look at. And first is going to be the roll cage. Yep, here's the roll cage. You do need to pull out your carpet to get this in. I mean, you could probably clip your head through or just spam your mouse and you'd also be able to fit it. But I went ahead and just removed the back seat, the carpet, and all of that to get to that. Now here you can see that one shifter. It's kind of like a drift shifter. It kind of reminds you of the brakes that you would see in a drift car. But we're gonna go ahead and bolt that brake up here in a second. But that's gonna be everything, I think, on the inside of the roll cage and that shifter. Let's grab our wrench real quick. And let's go ahead and attach this. And I don't think it's the wrench, by the way. I believe we are going to need the old screwdriver. So let's just jump in and let's remove these two bolts right back here. And that should be enough to get this brake off. And we're going to grab the new brake, tighten it up, boom, and boom. And now check it out. That is the drift brake. Let's go ahead and set down our thing and sit up. And let's sit down into the car after we apply the brake. And then we could kind of see the shifter in action. First, second, third, fourth, and this must only have a 4-speed in it. So anyway, and then reverse. There we go. There we go. All right, well, let's jump out. And then let's move on. You can kind of see what this car looks like with a little bit more of a red kind of interior, but it's not quite red. It's more of a brown. Anyway, let's move over to this car. This one has a pretty cool body kit. There are these really wide, kind of large body kits, side skirts as well as front bumper. Same with this one. I couldn't get this attached, so I'm not too sure. The only one I can seem to get them attached to is that bumper. But anyway, let's stand up and take a look at the hood. It's got a pretty cool freaking hood on the front. So there we go. Oh yeah, and there's a thing that I want to point out. If you've been noticing, I forgot to show you the headlights on this one, by the way. These are a little bit different as well, right? Now I wanted to mention, you're going to have troubles pulling off your headlights. You're thinking that it's going to be these bolts here, these yellow ones. It's not, bro. It's not. And I think I actually had that set up for this car, but I forgot. Yeah, see? I had it set up to show you guys, but you have to kind of like spam in front of that yellow one, and then you'll find the actual screws to take on and off these headlights. And another thing worth noting on these headlights, by the way, you can see that it has this blinker attached to it, right? And it only attaches with a pry tool. And the blinker actually attaches to the light itself. So if you have trouble, that's what it is. Anyway, let's go and tighten this thing back up. And there we go. Okay, let's continue on with this car over here. So we looked at the side skirts, the bumper, the hood, all of that stuff. And then you can kind of see what this car looks like with the red interior. Looks pretty rad. And if we jump inside, this is the other shifter that comes into the game, the version 3 or whatever it's called. I'm not too sure. But anyway. Oops, I never tightened that down, and there went the spoiler because I was going to show you the other spoilers. Here's the version 4 spoiler. Let's just go ahead and see what it looks like. It's a pretty nice one. It's a little bit higher than the version 5 spoiler, as we can see here. But let's see what it looks like on the car. Pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. Anyway. And then here's the version 6 spoiler, which would probably be more suited on the drift car. But yeah, we have this one as well. So pretty awesome selection with spoilers as well as body kits and bumpers and all of that. Okay. And then is there anything else that I wanted to show you guys? I don't think so. I have this one off because we're going to end the video by just completely dismantling this car that's up in the air. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much everything to do with these, with this update or with this BMW update, right? Basically 4 variants, and of course you can mix and match them to your liking. Okay, and then before we get out of here, I just wanted to kind of show you guys the underneath of the car as well, as there are new control arms like this one here that you can see that's kind of bent through like that, right? It is a rear-wheel drive car, not a front, just a rear. The steering does clip through the engine right now. Don't mind that. I'm sure that will get addressed at some point. Same with the struts. By the way, this is the first car, I believe, in the game to carry struts. Most of the cars, or all the cars rather, do have shocks and springs separate, but this will be the first one that does rock an actual strut. So that's kind of cool. And then if we come through to the back, it has a gas tank that's quite interesting. It bolts up here and over here. Yeah. And then we could see the half shafts, and it has a new kind of long control arm here. So that's new. Anyway, that should be it for the update. And then the rest of the video, yeah, I'm just going to start ripping this thing apart. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to first rip off all of these hubcaps. So let's just remove them. There we go. Now we're going to come through and start removing the tires. So let's bring it down. No, we're not going to bring it down. We're just going to unscrew them. Unscrew them. No. We're unbolting them, bro. There we go. And I think I'm missing my light, or my light, I never turned it on actually. So let's turn this thing on. We're going to aim it toward the ceiling. Give us a little bit of better lighting. And then I'm going to steal one of these and swap it around to this side, just to give us a little bit extra lighting as well. Actually, what I'm going to do with this one is stick it down like this. So, all right, let's grab our, I did grab some trash bags, by the way, so I don't overload myself with a bunch of crap. So let's pick up the trash bag. Let's throw away the tires, as well as these hubcaps. Oops. No, I got it. I thought I threw my wrench away. Anyway, let's grab the wrench again. And then let's start ripping off body panels. Oops, we're missing one tire, by the way, here. Which one is it? Oh, I didn't even loosen any of them. So let's pop this puppy off. And then let's lower it a little bit, and let's just start ripping off, like, the body panels. Before we do that, we're going to grab our pry tool, because it looks like we're going to be pulling off a bunch of trim. So let's see, the front doesn't have trim, but there is a trim here, as well as on the door. This is the side skirts. They are attached with the pry tool. So it looks like 3. There's a rear, a door, and a front when it comes to the trim. The bumper does not have trim. Nope. This, okay, I thought I pulled something off. Did you see it? The heck did I pull? I don't know. Oh, check it out. It looks like this piece attaches up here, and it comes off with a pry tool. So that's kind of cool. It seems to be a new thing. Does this one come off as well? Let's pull off the window, and then let's pull this off. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh, okay. So are they all red? No, it's going to be dependent on whatever color your interior is. So there's the black one, and then what was this one? Oh yeah, the brown, or the beige. Okay, let's get back over here. And let's continue pulling off the trim and side skirts and all of that. There we go. This one, that one, and this one here. Yeah, and I don't know why I could... Okay, look. No, what did I just pull off? I don't even know. What the heck is that, bro? Oh, radiator support plastic. Where did that go? Oh, it goes right up on the front. Oh, okay. So, that's right here, actually. Oh, okay. See, I was thinking that was going to be down at the bottom, but no. No, it's not. Alright. Anyway. Let's just go ahead and grab our wrench now. We're going to rip off the bumpers. I'm going to throw all this trash away real quick. All the stuff that we just pulled. So the tire, this back thing, all of the trim. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, anything else? Let's just go ahead and grab this stuff. There we go. Okay, let's continue ripping stuff off. Let's grab the wrench. And then this bumper, it's attached a little bit weird. At least I think it is. Yeah. So you're going to think it's probably these two, but it's not. It's this one and this one here. And that should allow the whole bumper to come off. There it is. So let's move that. And then let's see if this thing goes on. No. Yeah, I don't know exactly how this thing works, bro. So whatever. Anyway, now if we come back over those two bolts that we did look at, that will pull off this little bumper brace right here. Yeah. So you have to pull this off in order to put on your drift bumper, so don't forget that. Anyway, we can see the big old fat radiator. Let's just kind of stand up a little bit, and let's go ahead and pull off the lights and the rest of the kind of front end here. So this thing pulls off with a pry tool. You might not know that because it doesn't highlight green like everything else. So you just kind of have to get lucky and find that out. But anyway, that is off. Let's go ahead and rip off these lights. We're going to need to grab the old screwdriver, right? And let's pop these off. These ones are... There we go. Yeah, so once you... I guess you could see the screws a lot better once you pull off that little plastic thing that we saw. Anyway, let's move this out of the way. There we go. And I'm doing it to the wrong car, by the way. I just realized that. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do it on this one. So let's grab our pry tool, and then I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you pull this thing off, which you don't even know you could pull it off because it doesn't highlight green either, but now you should be able to actually see the screws. So let's pull off the headlights. There we go. And then let's grab our wrench again. And let's pop off this radiator. Yep, just the two bolts. Okie doke, there we go. And then let's see if we can get this little front thing off. It looks like it's going to be held on with the screw, maybe. Right there it is. Loosen. Yep. Can we see that thing? Hold on. Oh, wow. It's a really, really tiny one. I think that's the smallest screw I've seen in the game. Anyway, there's that. All right. Beautiful. All right. Let's go ahead and start popping off the fenders. So we're going to grab this. The fenders are on like every other fender. By 3 bolts. Well, not every other fender. I think the Bart has an extra one. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit these 3. Let that fall to the old ground. Boom. Just like that. All right. Let's remove it. There we go. And for some reason, this light's not on. I'm going to turn this one on now. There we go. Let me get the trash bag and get rid of all the stuff that we just pulled. So we're going to throw away that brace, the bumper, all of these things, radiator, that front thing, and the fenders. Okay. Don't forget the lights. All right, there we go. All right, let's grab our wrench in hand again, and we're going to pop off the hood. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. This is the first hood that has, like, extra bits and bobs here like this. But anyway, let's pop it off. It's just going to be 2 bolts, or 2 bolts, just like most hoods. 1 and 2, rip it off. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. But check it out, I didn't notice this. This has extra plastics here, but yeah, see what I mean? This car definitely has a lot more screws than any other car, so that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if it's cool, but it's probably realistic. So anyway, there we go. This is a whole thing in itself. Let's take a look at it, though. Is there anything else attached to this, by the way? Nope, it doesn't seem like it, but it is nice that they modeled in that extra little bit with the hoses. There we go. And now you could actually really see the wiper mechanics and stuff. So let's grab our wrench. We should probably just pop out the engine. So let's do that next. We're going to go ahead and loosen up the bolts on the transmission. I think it's 2 on one side and 3 on the other. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've messed with a diesel. Anyway, let's go ahead and remove the wires off of that alternator, of course, the block as well. And then we're going to go ahead and grab that bottom engine bolt. And then let's come around to this side, pop off the bolt on the starter there. Right there. And then we can't forget the fuel line, of course. So let's get our heads in here. And where the heck does it attach? Nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows. Just kidding. It's right here. And pop it off. Beautiful, beautiful. I think that's going to be everything. Yeah, it should be. Let's go ahead and release this bolt. And that should be the whole engine. It is. Let's just bring this over so it's out of the way. Beautiful. Now, one thing I did not look at, by the way, is exhaust. Let's take a look at the exhaust for this thing. We're going to keep it on rat. We're going to go ahead and type in X. And let's see. It doesn't look like it has any specific exhaust for it. Actually, I don't even see the main exhaust at all here, by the way. The big fat one, you know what I'm talking about. Let's erase that and just click engine. There's the manifold exhaust. Okay, well, I'm not seeing the exhaust at all. Let's just pull this thing off and see what the naming is on it, and then see if we could find it in the catalog. Yeah. Let's just pull it off here. One bolt here, one there. Let's see. It is called... Oh, it's using the woof exhaust. You can't really see it because of the colors, but yeah, oh, interesting. So it's using a woof exhaust. Okay, so I guess this car doesn't have its own exhaust yet. Now I'm hoping it does, because I don't know if you noticed on this wide one here, it does have this little hole slotted out. So I don't know what that's for. And if you look at this side doesn't have one. But if we look into the engine, it only has exhaust on one side. So I can only assume there's supposed to be an exhaust that runs from there and then out that hole. But I don't know. Let me know. I don't know if that's how that's supposed to work. Anyway, let's grab our bag. Let's get rid of this hood. Let's get rid of that. We're going to get rid of the entire engine, by the way. Oh, I can't throw the engine away. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Can we throw this away? We cannot. My bag is full. That's okay. We can grab a new bag. Let's go ahead and toss those things. Boom, boom. Okay, there it is. And boom. Okay. Let's get our wrench back in hand. And let's continue tearing apart. All right, where are we? We are right here. Let's go ahead and pop off these wires main. Remove it from the frame. And then the battery. That should pop right off. There goes the battery. And I guess we could start ripping off exhaust. Or not exhaust, you idiot. Suspension. Let's go and pop off the master brake cylinder, however. We're just going to open up the door. And we're going to have to reach inside. Here it is. And there we go. There is the brake master. It is compatible with the woof, by the way, if you didn't know. There we go. And let's lift it up and start doing this front suspension, I suppose. Or I guess what we can do is we'll start doing the doors. Yeah. Let's finish the body panels. So let's pop off the doors first, if we actually can. It's a little bit difficult considering it's on the lift. So let's open this one. I'm going to jump up inside here. Just kidding. The door screwed me there. Let's get back in here. There we go. Open it up, please. Okay, and here's the door. Let's flip it around. So that mirror comes off with a screwdriver. Let's grab the screwdriver first. And you can see that it attaches right here on the side. And a boom, just like that. Now let's go ahead and rip off the door panel. This is what I'm talking about with a little bit different than most cars. These door panels are actually attached with a screwdriver as well. So let's lift this off. There we go. Oh, damn it. Hold on. And here it is. Okay, let's remove that over there. And this is what the inside looks like. We have the window roller. It is a mechanical window roller, but all of this is also attached with a screwdriver. So up top, that's the window. Let's put that back on. That's the actual window. Let's just remove this one. And this one, and then I think, oops, I tightened them. Let's loosen it, and I think that's the entire thing. It's not, so let's go ahead and loosen up these window ones up here, and here. Okay, there we go. There's 4. I don't know why it's not coming off. I've had it off before. Well, regardless, that does come out. It doesn't want to come out right now. So what we're going to do is actually try to do it on this one while it's still attached. So let's pull off the door panel first. There we go. And now let's remove this bolt. Well, it's a screw. This one. Oh, it's already loose. Why the hell is it already loose, bro? Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's loosen this one. Oh, it's already loose as well. And so are these. Oh. Let's remove this one. Yeah, work in progress, you guys. Work in progress. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get that off. I did have it off before. Anyway, if we take a look at this one, for instance, let's pop this off as well as this one. Yeah, because I did remove it. And let's unscrew. Oh, yeah, look, these are already all unscrewed. Let's just tighten them all up. Yeah, that's a bit strange. Anyway, and then let's loosen them. Oh, I see it. Actually, it's right here. It's a little bit difficult to see. Shite. Bullet, you bastard. You know what? Let's go back over to this one. So if we look underneath, we can see another screw right here. Tighten it, loosen it. Now it should fall off. Well, I don't know why this doesn't want to come off, but typically you just take off those 3 and it will come off. I'm going to save, quit, and come back. Okay, I'm back in. Let's see if we can get it off now, bro. Yeah, I don't know why it's acting up. I had it off once. Okay, that's not the one I loosened. Which one did I tighten? Okay, whatever, bro. Whatever. I can't get it, so we're just gonna move on. Yeah. Let me get these lights back on. Okay, and then I want to throw all this crap away, bro. Throwing it all away. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that door panel does come off. I don't know why it's being weird right now. I guess it's probably because I'm recording, you know what I mean? It did work earlier, I promise. Anyway, let's get this. There we go. Just toss this bag over here for now. And let's get our wrench back in hand, I suppose, right? Yeah. We got to finish taking off that damn door. So we're just going to cut in through this way. Right here, and here. There we go. Come off. See you later, alligator. Okay, bring it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and rip out all the windows next. Yep. We'll get the windshield out. See ya. This back window. Yeah, these don't roll. They're just kind of glued in, right? Yep. There we go. Let's get that rear window. See you later. And then let's get a wrench back in hand. Let's start pulling off all the other bits and bobs. So we can see here that this is attached with a wrench. Let's yank it. And then let's yank off the trunk. I believe the trunk is attached with this wrench as well. There we go. See ya. All right. And then let's pull off the bumper. The bumper is attached with these 2 bolts here, as well as these 2. There we go. And then if we come around, let's grab our pry tool next, and we're going to rip off. Oh no, I think we already got everything with the pry tool. That's right. Okay. Let's grab our screwdriver. We're going to pull out these rear lights. They should be on there with a good old screwdriver. And if we look here, we do have 1 screw there, and then on this light, so there are going to be 2, 1 on the bottom, actually 3, one on each side, and then, well, I don't know why this one popped off with 1, but it did. Regardless, there are 3 screws though. So anyway, let's go and grab the wrench again, and we almost have this thing completely stripped. We're going to pull out, what the hell is that light doing in there? I must have clipped it through when I dropped it. Anyway, let's lift this back up a little bit. We do want to pull off the seats, so let's grab this seat, this one, and these ones, right? 4 on the passenger. Let's pull out the driver's seat. It's going to be 4 as well. Here, and then here and here. Let's get this thing out. All right, let's get this thing out of here, by the way. I'm just going to drop it back on the ground. where it belongs. Anyway, we do need to grab a screwdriver next, so let's jump into the car now. 1, 2, 3, there we go. And we're going to start pulling off the dash. So we're going to pull off this little center brake, and then we are going to yank out this little center console. You do have to get down for this one. There's one on the left, and then there's one over here on the right, and that'll remove this whole centerpiece. And then the carpet is now loose, so we could stand up and we can remove the carpet. Let me go ahead and throw some of this crap away. Get these windows, this bottom piece. Let's grab that grill, the doors. Let me come back through here when you get that center thing, the seats, all these bumpers, all these spoilers. Just gonna get rid of it all. And these lights as well. Don't forget the little center console there. And then it looks like there's a mirror. Okay. That looks good. All right, let's get back inside and see what we need. I don't remember. Okay, that shifter is on with a wrench. That's going to be 2 bolts, one on the front, one on the back. And there it is. All right, let's get our screwdriver in hand again. We're going to pull off the dashboard next. The dashboard has some hidden screws as well, but we could find them pretty easily here. They're not on the side. They're actually on the top, so we could see them out here being out of the car, but there's one on that side, and then there's one on this side. And if we jump and crouch, okay, no, you idiot, hold on. Jump up here. Okay, hold on, let's just get into the car. And then if you come up here, you could barely see them, but there's 2 more right in the center like that and that. And there we go. There's the entire dash. Now, if we get our pry tool, we can see exactly what comes off of this dash, which is going to be your cluster. Now, let's flip it around, though. Okay, I think I got the cluster. Yeah, I did. Which is right here. Yep, beautiful, beautiful. And that's the only thing that comes off here. There, like I said, the glove box is currently non-existent, so that will be changed sometime in the future. But anyway, let's get back up here. We can grab our wrench again, and we're going to yank off that good old wiper system. So let's jump back up in. Here we go. Let's go and hit this bolt, and then this one, and then there's another one over here, I think. Oh, nope, I guess it was just the 2. All right, come here. Now let's throw it. Oh, good, we can throw that one. Throwing is hit and miss, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's pull off the steering console. It is held on by 3 bolts, but in fact, we could remove the steering wheel first. So yeah, any steering wheel should be compatible with any console. Anyway, you can see the wiper thing over here, the lights over there, but let's pull this last bolt off and see you later. Can we throw it? Hell yeah, we can. All right, jump back in and let's rip off the pedals here and there. See you later. And I think that's going to be everything up front. We do want to pull off these back seats, but as you can see, it does take a screwdriver, and it is right here. It does hide behind that carpet. Anyway, let's grab the screwdriver. Let's jump back in and let's yank it off. 1, 2. We're going to toss it out the window. Oops. Jump back in. And now we're going to pull off these little side pieces. They are also held on with a screwdriver. Yep, just like so. There we go. And I think that's going to be everything. I do not believe... no, it's not. It's not. We're going to pull off the mirror next, if we can. Hold on. It does use a screwdriver. A little bit hard to see as they are painted black. But there we go. Yeah, these lights don't work either. At least I don't believe they do. Let's tighten it back up and let's test that theory out. But regardless, here is the headliner that has the built-in flapperdoodles that don't work, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's just jump back in here. Here's this thing as well. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Does these turn on? Hold on. No, I don't think the lights do come on. No. Okay, let's take it off the rest of the way. There, and did we already get it? The other one? Yeah, we did. Okay, get it out of here. We don't want you. We don't need you. So scram. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, that looks like that's going to be everything for the interior and for the top. Let's see. I don't think anything else is going to come off. So next up, we're going to start working on the suspension. Let's go ahead and get this thing up into the air. His trash bag's full. We're just going to throw them in the trash. I'm getting confused because I don't know which ones I've used. This one's full. There we go. I think that back one's okay. Let's find out though. Boom. And okay, it's full as well. So we filled up 3 trash bags so far. Let's grab a new one. I don't know how many come in this, by the way. I don't use trash bags too often. Anyway, let's throw this thing away, the brakes away, all of the things, including the headliner and all of this dash wrap. And there we go. Okay, let's get a wrench in hand. And I forgot a mirror. Hold on. But all right, we got the wrench. Let's start on the front and then we'll work our way back. So we're going to go ahead and pull off the hub. It should fall off with that rotor. Let's go ahead and yank off. Well, let's do the brakes first. We should have did that to begin with. So let's finish taking that off. Come over here. Let's grab this brake. There we go. That should drop. All right. Let's take a look. Here is the tie rod. It's going to be bolted here as well as up against the steering rack. Right. Indeed, indeed. All right. Let's go and pull off this lower control arm. We're going to loosen this one. Just kidding. It's already loose. Let's go ahead and grab the strut as well. Okay. There it goes. What was that? That was the carrier hub, by the way. This lower control arm is still in here, so we're going to drop it just so we can get a better view. And if we come over, we can pop off that strut. And let's see here. Yeah, check it out, bro. Yeah, this is the first strut in the game. How exciting. And it's just for the rat. Okay. Anyway, let's come back through here. Can we see anything on the top? Yeah. So there's a bolt right here, and I think that's going to be what's connecting that control arm. It is. All right, get it out of here. And that's going to be everything on this side, right? Yeah. Now, I don't see any steering motor on this one. It looks like it's a combo. So let's come and pull off this tie rod. Yeah, let's let that fall. And then let's finish taking off the steering thing here. Or not. Looks like it's attached with something else. Hold on. Let's get on. Okay, so top bolts and bottom bolts. Don't forget that. Yeah, it looks like this one doesn't have any kind of steering arms or steering motors. It's built right into the old racket pinion or whatever the hell it's called, right? I don't even know, bro. I don't know. I don't deal with steering wheels too much or steering systems. So anyway, I was trying to see if this actually bolted on or not. I think it's welded. Anyway, let's get over here. What else are we missing? A lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and come back down, or let's lift this rather. Before we do that though, we're going to loosen the bolt on the top for the strut, which is right here. There we go. And now let's lift it. And let's finish taking everything off. We're just going to pull off that hub with the rotor. Let's go ahead and grab. Okay, I think it's hidden up here. Did we see it before? I didn't see it. Yeah, it's like right there. Can you see it? Okay, anyway, let's hit it. There it is. That should fall off now. There it goes. Let's grab the bottom part of the strut. And then that should fall. There we go. There we go. And then here's going to be the cross member. Let's go ahead and pull this off. It's just held on with the 4 bolts, 2 on each side. And there's that. Okay, beautiful. And I think it's only compatible with itself. It's only compatible with itself. Okay, awesome. All right, let's come back through. We're going to go ahead and lift it up a little bit more. There we go. Let's go ahead and pop off the tranny from the tranny brace and the drive shaft. Right, there we go. And then you can pull off the actual tranny brace as well. There we go. Let's move to the back. Let's pull off the drive shaft completely. There it is. And there she is. Okie doke. All right, let's come back through here. Let's do the same thing. Let's start with the old rear brake calipers. 1, 2, 3. And then the brake caliper on this side too. There we go. That should all fall. Indeed, let's go ahead and pull off the rear hub so we can get a good look. There it goes. I think we could drop this a little bit, honestly. Seems like it might be a little bit too high here. Alright, actually, let's bring it all the way down. And then let's see if we could see the rear shocks. Yep, they're attached right here and here. Alright, let's lift her back up. And let's see here. Let's pull off the bottom side of the shock. There we go. Now let's go ahead and detach. Well, I wanted to grab this control arm, but let's grab this control arm. One bolt here, one bolt there. And that'll pull off this big beast. Yeah, that's a big one. Anyway, we might as well pull off the upper control. There's going to be a bolt here, as well as somewhere back here, right there. And that should pull this whole thing off. It does. Now there are rear springs, so you can see this one kind of floating here. It has not fallen off yet. Let's pull off the handbrake line. There's going to be one bolt there, and then this one's a little bit tricky to see. Yeah, I actually can't even see it, so I guess we're not going to pull that off. Let's go ahead and pull off this half shaft, though. No, not that one yet. Here. And one more up top. Okay, there we go. This should come off now. It does. I think we're going to have to get our spring compressor for the spring, but we could pull off the differential with these two bolts. We don't want to yet, putting it back on. Let's go ahead and get this half shaft first. Yep, all the way around. Did I get them all? Nope, there it is though. Drop it, and now we should be able to pull off this diff. Just kidding, by the way. Let's hook it back up. Alright, let's pull off this side now, the lower control here. Get it out of here. Let's go ahead and detach this shock. See ya. And then... Oh, damn it. Damn it, dude. This thing is what I was trying to see. Check out this carrier hub, bro. This thing is a wild looking... Rear left. Is it one piece? I thought it was like a second piece that bolted in, but no. That is definitely interesting. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was a carrier hub and like a different control arm, but no, it's not. All right, let's get over here. What are we missing? Let's go ahead and grab this upper control arm. We only have to detach it from this side. There it is. All right. And that should be... Okay, hold on. Let's grab that brake line now. Okay, there it goes. And this spring did fall, but this one did not. Anyway, let's see if we can get that differential out now. Looks like there's going to be a bolt up here. So it's kind of like the Wolf. It's going to have 3 bolts. 2 in the back, 1 in the front. See you later. What does it come stock with, by the way? Look like a 3/8. All right, let's go and pull off this rear cross member now. It's going to be the 4 bolts just like that. And now the spring will pop out. And yeah, it's called a rear cross member. Beautiful. Now let's lift this up just a little bit higher. And let's pull off this gas tank. Looks like it's on here with 2. Yep, just like that. And that should be it. Yeah, look at that thing, bro. Yeah, it's like some ovarian tubes or something, isn't it? Possibly. Anyway, let's grab our trash bag and let's throw all this stuff away. Okay, again, now I got all that thrown away. It's looking a little bit cleaner in here, and I think that is going to be everything. Let's take a look at the car. And now I think we're ready to start cutting off pieces. So let's grab the old cutter. I don't think I actually brought that out with me. No, it's right here. Let's just pick this up, and then we're going to have to get some cutting discs. We'll start with this little pack, but I'll probably have to go grab some more. Anyway, let's start cutting though. Drop it. Let's get it loaded. And there we go. We'll start with the front end, I think. Let's just drop this a little bit. And just kidding, by the way, we're going to start with the roof. So let's go ahead and grab these 2 front corners, right? Here and there. And then there should be a couple in the back. Looks like there's at least 2 on each side. And that should be it. It is. There we go. Let's just toss that to the side there. Okay, let's come back to the front now. And actually, let's not come to the back. We're going to cut off this little side skirt piece first. Is that enough? It is not. Where did that damn thing go, by the way? It's right here. But yeah, I want to get this little quarter panel off, so we're going to cut here, there, and let's stand up. Looks like there's going to be one here, and then there's going to be one in the middle. I don't know if, nope, that wasn't even attaching. Okay, so that's not too bad. Basically, what, 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit hard to see because of my stupid light, but 4. I think it's just the 4. It is. Okay, awesome. Let's just get these out of the way. There we go. And let's go ahead and go to the front now. Should we go to the front? Yeah, let's just go to the front. Okay, it looks like this little piece here is welded on, at least with 1 and 2. And then it does look like it does attach to these crazy looking beams. And there we go. Let's see if that was enough. It does look like it. Beautiful. That thing is called a radiator support. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull off these little, they're not quarter panels, but they're kind of like quarter inner panels. We're going to lift this up a bit so we can see a little bit better underneath. There we go. So let's see here. I don't know how these are all attached. You know what I mean. Let's go ahead and pop off this one, the 2 along this rail, as well as this one. And it looks like there's going to be one more up top here. And is that all of them? It is. Okay, so this is one piece. It's called a front right panel. It just has this crazy looking frame piece on it. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Let's grab this upper one first. There we go. We don't want that. That's going to be for the firewall. Let's come down here. This one. And then these 2. Actually, 3 of them. And there we go. See you later, sucker. Okay, now let's pull off the firewall. It looks like I saw one on this side, one over here, and then possibly the one on the hump. Let's see if that's enough. It is. Excellent. All right, let's grab the thing again. Let's keep on cutting. Let's keep on cutting. We're going to start in the back now, or start in the back now. We're going to go to the back. There was one. Was that enough? Yep, that's going to get your back little piece. Something else fell off, by the way, as I cut that trunk off, so that was a bit strange. But I think it was that rocker panel. Anyway, let's bring this down just a bit. And then let's pop off this little middle piece, right? It does look like it's connected on the wheel wells, as well as the floor right here. And boom, just like that. And that should be enough, and it was. Check it out. Let's take a look at the car. $727. Anyway, let's get these wheel wells. It does appear that they're only on by 1. Maybe not, maybe more. Let's come down. Oh yeah, look. We have one here and one over here. I think my head's kind of hitting that. Let's see if that was enough. It looks like it was. Okie doke. Now what else do we got? It looks like we have one huge rear end piece. If we look, I don't see any other cuts. So let's go ahead and hit it. 1, 2, and 3, and that should be enough for this. Okay, yeah, that's definitely enough for the whole rear end. It's called a trunk floor, by the way. All right, let's come back up here. Now this is still a car. It has only 2 pieces left, and I think that's not what I wanted, by the way. I think the other piece is this rocker, so let's just go ahead and cut it. There it is. And here's the entire floorboard. So it's no longer a car. If we hit I, it doesn't exist. So that was everything, bros and broettes. Bros and bras. That was literally everything on that car. So hopefully you learned a few things, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. But that will be it for this one. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in another one, guys. Later on, everybody. Later on. A quick PSA. Now, do be careful. I did save my game, and I reloaded back in, and all of the cars have disappeared. So, and if that does happen, just exit without saving and go back in. Just reload it up. They should be just fine, because mine is still fine. So... Later on, everybody. Later on.